Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Jamboard as an interactive whiteboard tool for when you're recording lessons for your students. There are a few ways that you can get to Jamboard, and one of the ways is going up to your search bar and going jamboard.google.com and then hitting enter. And I'm just going to put that in there. I'm going to hit enter. You'll notice that it's automatically putting me into my account, but it might ask you to sign in with your Google account. And as you can see from my screen that I have a recent jam ready to go. Well, what I want to do is I want to create a new jam to show you the different features that it offers. If you notice on the bottom right, there is an orange plus sign that says new jam, and I'm going to click it. Now, just like every other Google tool, it will be an untitled jam, and you want to make sure that you title your jams just so you have different, they're organized in the right way. So if you notice on the top it says untitled jam, I'm going to click it and I'm just going to make this demo, and I'm going to hit OK. There are a few features that I want to take notice here. On the left side is all your tools. You have your pen, you have an eraser, you have a pointer, which you can select certain things and move them if you need to. You can add sticky notes to your Jamboard. You have images that you can add as well, and you have a pointer, a laser pointer, which is a pretty cool feature. On the top here, you have your undo and redo buttons that are great to use if you need to. You have your zoom in and out. You can change the background so it's not just white, or you can totally clear your frame if you need to. You can also add multiple boards to your jam. You can expand it and all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend I'm doing a long division lesson for my students, and I want to be able to kind of show them how you can do long division based off of this whiteboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the pen, and I'm going to get it's highlighted. So now when I do it, I'm going to do maybe 25 divided by 6. So if you notice, I just used the pen with my mouse and I created that. Okay, so what we know is if I'm teaching my students, I can say we know that 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, put the 4, maybe I put that little X here, and I go 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, then I make sure that now I have to subtract because we know we have remainders, and I have the remainder 1. And I do remainder 1. Okay, so now that I just use this feature, okay, I can also erase things. So maybe if I want to erase the 1, I can erase certain things. If I want to select a certain spot, I can point to it. I can also add a sticky note. So if I go here and I say, remember to subtract to get remainder. Okay, I can change the color of it, and I can click save, and that sticky note will pop up here. I can make it bigger, I can rotate it, but it can be just a little bit of a reminder to do certain things for a lesson. You can also add an image. So if you have a certain image that has all of your steps, even whatever it may be, you can click on add image, and you can search your computer, a Google image, your Drive, or even your photos on Google. And that's what you could do for that. The last feature they have here is the laser, which is when you're talking about your lesson. This is a great feature to use because you can say, remember, even though you have your remainder here, notice the laser goes away, kind of gives that focus. You want to make sure that you put it up here. And it kind of gives that the students, puts their eye where you want it to be. Look at that I subtracted it, that I also put my operation sign here. So it's really just a cool feature that you can use with your Jamboard. So those are the simple features of a Jamboard. One of the things that you can do is when you want to click share, you can click share your Jamboard if you wanted to share it with somebody. And remember, you can make sure that they have access. You can change the access to make sure anybody can have the link and can see your Jamboard, all of that, different features. or not. But what you can use this for especially is when you're using Screencastify, you can use this Jamboard to help teach that specific skill that you're working on. Even if you have an image for reading, if you're doing different editing modes or different author's purpose, you can put those pictures on the Jamboard and you can use different tools to show kids how to grab evidence from the text and all of that. Just like you would use a regular whiteboard in school, it's the same kind of concept for your Jamboard. I hope this helps you venture into using Jamboard to help teach lessons to your students.